Okay, so today I want to talk about definition with you guys. So the definition, what is the definition of a real man? What is a real man? Especially for girls, for women, for female. What do you think? What do you expect from a man? A man in your mind, they are the real man. So in your imagination, a perfect man. What does a perfect man look like? Because I have mm, like a traditional perfect man. The image would be they're very brave. They are not afraid of anything. They are not afraid of bugs, insects, or they are not afraid of dogs. And actually, basically everything. They are not afraid of anything, and he can do anything. He has a good job, right? He has he can make a large fortune from this job, at least enough income for the living for a living. And besides, he can also like I would say and he will be determined. He can continue to do anything he has decided to do, and he cannot give up. So basically, a perfect man, in my opinion, no, in my not in my opinion, in my from my understanding and from the information that I have read like before on the internet. So a perfect image of a man is, so they are very brave, they are determined, they can make money. So so do you guys think this is the basic like a bottom line, the most basic thing that a man should fulfill, or they are the most perfect image, most perfect qualities for a man to have? So actually I'm quite confused. So what do you guys think? And Yes, actually I want to, maybe now I can tell you something about myself. So personally, I think a perfect man. Actually, I have no idea because I don't have such a um, like successful man in my life. Because I have never met such a man. Um, so as usually, they're just normal. So usually, I think in most of the people they're just normal. Um, so maybe I can tell you something about myself. So basically, I'm a master student. I come from China, but now I study in Germany. And I came here last year in October. And since then, it is already 9 or 8 months. I think it's or 10 months. I think it's 10 months. So I have never returned to China since I got here. So sometimes I feel lonely, or sometimes I feel a little bit, yeah, though I'm alone, so sometimes I feel lonely. Although I try to find a lot of friends in Germany, I have a lot of German friends and Chinese friends and friends from other countries, from Peru, from Vietnam. So I have many kinds of friends. Um, but I but I sometimes, although I sometimes I will feel lonely. Um, and so so basically recently I'm searching for some jobs in Dubai, but it is for me a little bit hard to find a job because I have never ever had some professional experience in my life. Because like after I graduated from my bachelor university, I have continued to do my master program. So and during my study, I don't try to find some internship in Shanghai because I had my bachelor in Shanghai. So I have never tried to find some internship in Shanghai because in that time it was hard to for me to do an internship, because if you want to do an internship every day, you need to commute for 3 hours to go to the office. And yeah, it's just a it's a disaster. And so I don't do that. So after I came to Germany, um, I have tried to I have tried to make YouTube videos along. So after I have some free time, I will make some YouTube videos for my YouTube channel. And also I'm making some videos for organization in Germany. And so every week I need to like produce one video for the TikTok TikTok channel of this organization. And I also worked as a Heavy student, which is a German words, so it means a part-time job, and or student working student in English. So I'm a working student in a university to help the professor to build the website and to maintain the website. So I have this kind of part-time job experience, but I don't have a really full-time job experience. And this is some basic information about me. And so basically it's really hard for me to find a job in Dubai, because I have never had some professional experience and I'm not based in Dubai. So basically most of the people, the recruiter or the companies, they want to find a person who is already based in Dubai. So plus I don't have any professional experience. And so that's a reason why it's really hard for me to find a job in Dubai. And the recently, after like 2 or 3 months is searching, I really feel tired and frustrated, because after you receive rejections, you want to have really want to have some relax. So I decided to I have told my girlfriend, because my girlfriend worked in Dubai. So I said to her I want to take a trip to Dubai, because after I came to Germany I have never returned to China. And sometimes I feel really lonely, because you know I miss maybe this kind of feeling, because you are alone in a foreign country for such a long time, right? And sometimes you just have this that kind of feeling. So but yeah, but it costs a fortune to travel to Dubai for like 1 month. Yeah, it's also really expensive. To say, for example, if you want to live in Dubai, you need to rent an apartment, and the cost for an apartment is really expensive. It will cost you like 1,200 euro for 1 month, only for 1 month. And for the food, and for for your mobile phone, like you need to spend 700 euro for your mobile phone, and your food. And also, besides, you need to pay for the tickets, the flight tickets. So they're also very expensive from Europe, from Germany to Dubai. I think it is about 600 or 700 euro. So if I want to have a travel to Dubai for 1 month, it will cost 2,000 euro. So it's really expensive. So as my girlfriend has said, it's relatively expensive to have a trip there. Um, so let's come back to the topic that I have mentioned in the beginning of this video. So what is the definition of a man? So what do you guys think? What is a real man? Because because in my opinion, if you want to be such a man who is determined, who what is that? I don't know. Do you guys have heard that kind of song? It's a song from ambulance. So I can hear it every day here. It's really normal. So maybe after 10 minutes or 20 minutes, there will be another one coming here, and you can hear this kind of sound. It's not good because every time you listen to this kind of sound, you will know that there is someone who experiencing the danger of his or her life. So no, yeah, and so what am I talking about? I'm talking about um, I'm talking about what am I talking about? I don't know. I forget. Yeah, okay. So in my opinion, to be a real man is not that easy. I mean, at least for me, like determined, very very brave, and have a good job to make fortune. This is the three how to say rules or criteria for the real man. I don't know what do you guys think. I think it's really it's not that easy to get to this point. I mean, like for the first, let's say, um, I mean, for example, I want to be this kind of person because I want to give my girlfriend support financially, which means I have a good job, and physically, which means I'm really really brave. Like I'm not afraid of dogs. I'm not afraid of bad people. I'm not afraid of anything, and I'm really strong. I'm the not only physically but also mentally. So I want to give her support mentally because I'm really really determined, which means someone else can rely on me. I don't know what do you guys feel. I mean, it feels like this man is a Superman. I don't know. It, I mean, um, it's really hard. I mean, if you want to if you become this kind of person, and maybe someone can. And it also takes time for you to become this kind of person. I mean, a good job. If you just graduated, like for example, me, I still in my master program, so it's really hard for me to get a real good job. Yeah, which is hard for me, right? So I cannot just so I just lose one of the criteria, so I don't have a good job. And the second one, to be determined, to be you need to continue to do, you need to just insist on doing what you decided to do. So like for example, in my case, I have been searching for jobs for like 2 months in Dubai, so I haven't got one, but I will insist on doing what I'm doing. So okay, let's say I just meet this criteria, and the third one, which is you need to be very very brave. You cannot be afraid of anything because your girlfriend needs your, like how to say, needs your protection. It's mentally and physically. And sometimes most of the time I will meet this criteria because, for example, I would not be afraid of bad people, and I would not be afraid of most of the insects. Sometimes it's like if like I'm concentrating on something, and then suddenly an insect comes into my set, I will be a little bit freaked out. And so sometimes I will meet this criteria, and sometimes I cannot. And yes, so this is the three criteria. Mm, so I mean, so I'm on the way to become this kind of person, but I think it really takes time for me to do this, because I mean, to be such a real man is difficult. But the criteria is not the same, because it depends on the different person. If you maybe if you maybe everyone has a different set of criteria for a real man, maybe. And maybe everyone has a different kind of version of the definition, so it also depends. But in my case, I want to be this kind of person, because I want to pro- provide some kind of support, not only physically, mentally, but also financially. I really want to provide this kind of support and security, that maybe my girlfriend can enjoy this kind of security. And how to say, you don't need to worry about anything, right? mm, so that's what I want to talk about. And mm, so I mean, what do you guys think? What is your definition for a real man, for a successful man, for a standing man, yeah, for a superman? Yeah, so let me know your advice, or know your thoughts about this kind of topic. Yeah, okay. So just leave your comments below, and let's talk about this over. And yeah, okay, and maybe let's see you next time.